Big Herc the Terrible, DJ Hectic. What? You already know what you gonna get, right? Yo, I pack pistols, push pins, chop arms with machetes. Levitate brains, fry brains like a jetty. Oh, I mean Jedi, eat that fucking red eye. Pointed at your team, bullets ring, now you're dead eye. I'm boulevard, hard-born, scarred, and seasoned. My avenue's true, blue fools for treason. Them seasonal niggas, they get booked for reasons. Poked holes and they look, no restricting they breathing. I'm a man of peace, I'm a man with a piece. I'm as sharp as a blade, and my mind is a sheet. They say I'm over the top, don't make me reach in the knee. I put this topic to bed. I got a pillow on my heat for them pair of ships. I got a pair of dots. For them pair of clips, I got a pair of glocks. For them pair of lanes, I got a pair of shots. For one parachute, get you a pair of shots. I got one in my pocket and one in my hand. I'm a two-piece nigga, one for you and your man. I'm a man of peace. I ain't looking for beef, but I got a motherfucker get to pressing on me. I got one in my pocket and one in my hand. I'm a two-piece nigga, one for you and your man. I can pull up and beat, or I can shake them hands, or I can poke a dot your sweater, don't force my hand. Simplify to a die, big Herc a Marine. Give a fuck if it's fair, take on your whole team. High-powered rifle, high-powered fists. I got that high-powered aim, nigga, I don't miss. I got no retreat, ain't no surrender. Hercules, real deal, modern day airbender. Savage, Angelino, brown, black, and gringo. My K-ball don't stay far, I cut you, Uchingo. Double S fresh, I'm beating niggas to death. These hollows in my team go right to your vest. All that tough guy talk, nigga, I ain't impressed. Acting on gorilla, get my feet in your chest. Says hammers, bow, blammers, Louis Bills and goons. Car load, unload, pop the clutch and broom. Ears ringing, blood leaking, fucking peeps and what? This is Hurt the Most High and Hectic on the cut. Ah!
Yeah.
You are now tuned into the freshest, the dopest, the one and only www.digandw.com. This is the Way Radio, broadcasting live from Northeast Los Angeles Hot Box Studios. And as always, we got special guests live in studio. And today is no exception. We got the man, the myth, DJ Hectic right here live in studio.
What up, though?
What up, brother? How you been, man? How you
been? Feeling good, dude. Hey, thanks for the invite, bro. It's really good to see you after all this time, man.
No doubt, no doubt. Before we get started, first track, introduce that track real quick, Hectic.
Oh, man, that was my brother, Big Herc, Man of Peace. The video's out right now. You can check my YouTube. Check it out. Show some love. Drop a comment. Hit subscribe. You won't be disappointed. I got a lot of dope content on there for you.
Nice. So for those that don't know, and those that need to know, how would DJ Hectic introduce DJ Hectic to everybody?
A fucking desmadroso. Nah, but you know what? I'm just a hip hop head, man, doing my thing, just doing my part for the culture. Really love making hip hop. We can start there. Start at being a turntablist, DJing, battling, stuff like that. You can find me there. And if you don't find me there, man, you guys know I love graffiti so much. You know, you can see murals up at the UTI yard. Any yard, you'll find my name up there. You might see a mural or two. You know, I'm not too far away from graffiti. And if you're looking for a dope mixtape, man, my SoundCloud got all kinds of stuff. So I'm out there, man. Check every element. You'll find my name.
Nice. And then for those that don't know, man, how long you been doing this, Hectic?
Oof. Well, man, I got a lot of white whiskers in my beard. I'll say since I was a kid. I'm not going to give myself up.
Yeah, no doubt.
My whole life. I dedicated my whole life to hip-hop.
Nice. When did you start? You started with DJing first.
Yes. Well, you know what? Actually, I started with graffiti first.
Word up.
But then I got in trouble. My mom is very strict.
Yeah.
So then I discovered DJing, and that's where I found my lane.
So when you were writing, man, what did you write?
Something really stupid.
It couldn't have been hectic. It wasn't hectic.
It wasn't hectic. I had a couple names.
Yeah.
I did write Forget. And it was a really like knockoff crew of OFA that probably they didn't even know we were on.
Yeah.
Because I went to Hawthorne. It wasn't, the LA crew.
Yeah.
And that was like in 9th grade. It lasted for like a month or two.
Yeah.
And then it started from there. And then I chilled out with the RTL LM crew, H2O crew. Those are South Bay crews.
Yeah.
LM, Lynch Mob, RTL. You know, man, it was dope. Like I chilled with my homie Chrome, AWOL, all the FS guys. You know, Rail and Esker. That was my homeboy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's some old South Bay shit.
So when did you go from when your mom got you and beat your ass? What made you decide to go into turntablism?
Well, you know what? Oh, I'm actually it's by chance. I'm wearing the Juice shirt right here. You know, I saw that and just flipped my mind, dude.
Yeah.
Just flipped my mind, and I was like, that. I want to do that. And when I saw the movie Juice and I saw like how the battles were set up, I knew that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah. So in your DJ career, man, what are some of the highlights of your DJ career? I know you got quite a few.
Well, you know what? I DJ'd for, you know, I went on tour a couple times. Well, let's start from the beginning.
Go, yeah.
I started at the Project Globe. Peace from the Fellowship put me on, and I did my thing there for a while, for like 3-4 years. Then I went on my own. I started doing the Mountain Dew tour. I did that tour twice. I went all over the U.S., which was really fucking cool, from coast to coast.
Yeah.
Came back. You know, I went to recording school. That's how I learned how to be a producer. And then from there, kind of did my thing. And I DJ'd for Ackwood for a little bit. Went on tour again. That was a humbling experience. Really saw how the industry works.
Yeah.
You know, got on a couple records with them. Did a couple things with them. Went to the Grammys, which was a very humbling experience. They didn't have to take me, but they did.
Yeah.
And I got to learn a lot about the industry. And then from there, I taught at UCLA for about 15 years. I had my own DJ class. I taught at the Jam Master Jay Scratch Academy.
Nice.
And, you know, just did my thing with that. You know, kind of wanted to give back to the younger generation. And, you know, I was DJing with you guys for a little bit, Husky Radio. We did our thing. Man, we really tore it up, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And then I entered the DMC battle. I was in the U.S. Finals 2013, and that was fucking dope, man. The current champion there was E-Tronic. Got to chop it up with him. The Beat Junkies were the judges.
Yeah.
That was fucking cool. My first DJ battle was the 95 Vest Tax battle. Kubert was my judge. That was fucking dope, man. That was I really got to see how things work, you know, because back then there was no YouTube, there was no tutorials, there was no DJ classes. Like, you were right there seeing it, trial and error, right there in front of you, if you never got to chill in their circle.
Yeah.
And then right after that, I did the LA Regionals. I forgot who the guy won. He was fucking badass, dude. He was really fucking good. He deserved to win. He was dope. There was some dope DJs from like France and Russia. Fuck, it was crazy, man. It was really fucking cool because you get to see other perspectives of hip hop, but from other countries.
Yeah,
and, man, it was
especially style-wise too.
Oh yeah, and music that you never heard before, and just like their take on hip hop. Man, that was some eye-opening experiences right there.
Nice. In your tenure of DJing, man, when you were doing all this, what was the one constant thing that kept you motivated to keep doing all that? Because that's a lot of shit in DJing, just in DJing.
You know what? Because I felt like, you know, when you're doing it, you always think you're the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in reality, man, when you go to these battles, you learn really quick that you're not.
Yeah.
And that's good though, man, because that's what makes me want to do better. You see other DJs and you're like, wow, dude, that fucking blew my mind. And that inspires me to be better, you know, to learn different music, or, you know, trying new stuff that I never heard, or just checking out dudes that don't even speak English, but you turn on the records and get on the turntables and you're like, wow, now you're speaking my language.
Yeah.
That kind of shit really fascinates me, man. That really like just turns the light bulb on, you know, and it's just like, wow, I want to be like that, or that's what I was trying to learn. It's that constant encouragement, you know.
When you're on the Mountain Dew tour, what were you doing on the tour?
So they had like a big ass promotional truck, like a UPS type of deal.
Okay.
And they had like some graffiti in it, and then they had like a lounge in there, and it had like little chairs and stuff, and they had a full-on DJ system on there, and so we'd go to like little concerts, and then after the concerts, everybody was coming out. We'll post up, set the truck up, and then they had like like these big soda bins, and they would be passing out sodas, and I was inside just doing my thing. It was pretty cool, and I got to do that for schools and stuff like that. And speaking of schools, I was at the Boys and Girls Club, the one in Texas and in Carson.
Nice.
Yeah.
When you're teaching DJing, how do you teach someone to DJ? Because I know there's different methods, but what's your method on teaching the kids?
It's hard. Like, how do you teach someone how to DJ in like a month or two?
Yeah.
So I would just be real with the kids. I'm like, what do you want to learn from me? You got a DJ right in front of me. What do you want to learn? You want to learn how to mix? You want to learn how to scratch? And we started off with baby scratches. I taught them how to do like, BPMing. Getting your beat on, tempo. And then I introduced them to beat juggling, like, just like really in a way where they can understand it.
Yeah.
And because a lot of these kids were from all over the world, so there was a language barrier, but you break it down in a way where it's not too technical.
Yeah.
And you teach them with their music, because they might not be interested in hip hop. They might like something else.
Yeah.
And during that process, they play me something, and I'm like, yo, what is that? And then I turned it into hip hop when I get my hands on it.
Nice. How what made you? I know you said you went to school for engineering and music, but what made you decide to be like, okay, I wouldn't say DJ in the background because you're still DJing, but you wanted to start being like, okay, I'm gonna start dabbling in production and making tracks now.
Well, when I first discovered hip hop, it was in the early days, like in the 80s. And I was a little kid, and I heard scratching, and I was like, wow, it really blew my mind. Because, like, I listened to heavy metal and, like, like hardcore shit, rock and roll. And I heard hip hop, I heard Planet Rock. And I was like, whoa, what is this?
Yeah.
It's something different. Because I listened to a lot of heavy metal, Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin, like the hardcore shit.
Yeah.
And I discovered that, and I was like, man, with the echoes and the claps. And I was like, I want to learn how to do, what is this? I want to learn how to do that too. And, the whole recording process and sounds, it just really fascinated me, man. It just did something in my mind where, like, some people like to put puzzles together. Music is my puzzle.
Yeah. Interesting. So how do you do it when you're making your music? Do you already have the artist in mind that you're wanting to work with, or do you actually sit down and start the production side of it first?
Well, the past couple of years, I've been working with a lot of artists and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll pick out the artist, and I'm like, yeah, oh man, that guy is dope. And sometimes I'll just, I'll find a big name, and I'll just take a fucking shot. I'm like, let me see if because you know what? I used to get a lot of drops. Like, getting drops is like my one of my things,
Yeah.
And when I used to, ask artists for a drop, I would be taking a chance, and I get a kick out of it. I get a little rush. I'm like, oh, let's see if they go for it.
Yeah.
And I already, in my mind, I already know they're gonna say no. And if they get back to me and they say yeah, I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Dope. So the first big artist I did that, man, was with Sinful, Pecador, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Pecador. Man, that's the jefe right there, dude. And I hit him up, and he fucking said yeah. And I was like, oh, shit. Pecador said yeah. And I was telling my girls, like, hey, he said yeah. And I called all my friends. I was like, dude, I'm going to do a song with Sinful. And I was like, oh, man.
Yeah. But how do you, production-wise, like, how much, let me see, I can explain it. So, what you're doing the production, right? You're making the beats.
Yes.
You're doing the engineering and the mastering?
No.
Okay.
Like, I'll just do the production, excuse me, and I'll go to a studio so I can get it done right. You know? So, I've been working with Choco Beats. Man, that's the best engineer in town right now, dude.
Word
you
up.
can't miss with him, dude.
Word up. So then, how do you know, like, you got Sinful, you're able to say, okay, he wants to do a track with me. How does the process from that moment when you confirm it, how does your process start then? Do you already have the beat, Are you making the beat? How much of a collaborative effort is it?
Well, what I do is kind of like, first, I get somebody in mind.
Yeah.
And once I get, like, I know I'm going to hit them up, then what I'll do is, because right now I use the machine, but I started on the MPC, the 2000 XL. That was, oh my God, that was my second heart, man. And it broke down and I got the machine. And I never looked back since, you know?
Yeah.
So all the people with MPCs, don't kill me. I started with an MPC, dude. I already know what you're going to say. Don't say it because I already had the XL. So
I was there, man. I was there. I was using it.
But, and then what I do is like I make a whole page of just what I think they're going to like and how I hear them in my head. And then I make those tracks and then I make them some examples like, yo, I think this right here. And once they do say yes and we, you know, commit to the project, then I'm really open, man. Like I have this thing where it's like I never break my vibe because once you break the vibe, the song's done.
Yeah.
So like I come up with a bunch of examples and we twist and turn until what you hear. And when you hear that song, you know, the artist was really feeling that track and, you know, we worked on it until we screwed in all the screws really tight.
Word. So what made you decide to be like, I want to start making music?
Well, you know what, man? I'll be 100% honest, dude. Because you know what? I've been working nonstop for the past like 2 years and 2-3 years. And it's the first time I really do an interview in a really long time. And I'll be because you know what? It was back when I was spinning with you guys.
Yeah.
And I was going, like, just like everybody else, I was going through some rough times. But I didn't really tell a lot of people because it's just like shit that you keep to yourself, you know?
Yeah.
And going some really dark time. Damn near almost went homeless, bro. You know, just doing bad, man. And I remember saying to myself, because I was, you know, fucking drinking a lot, doing fucking drugs, because I was really depressed, bro.
Yeah, you're trying to numb that pain,
bro. I was like ready to check out, bro. I didn't even care anymore. And one day I was just chilling. I was like, fuck, you know what? This is not me, dude. This is not DJ HECTIK. Stop, cut that shit out. Fucking grab your nuts, be a fucking man, and get back to who you really are.
Yeah.
And turn my life around 180. Gave myself to God, bro.
Yeah.
And things started changing. I got a really dope career. I'm in pest control now. My son is here, so he's with me now, and I'm really, you know, enjoying being a father. And I had to stand up and be a father. You know what I mean? Because I thought it's like, hey, if my son grows up and sees me like this is not a good father.
Yeah.
So I had to stand up and be a man. I had to be a father. And during that process, you know, got myself a nice place to live, like an apartment. Then I met my girl that I'm with now, Joe. And we got a cool little house together now, holding down my family. And she told me, she was, you know, because she came to my house. And she was like, what's all this? These turntables.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, I'm a DJ. She was like, you never told me that. And she was like, because I was just getting out, you know? And she's like, show me. And I did my thing, dude, scratching. And she was like, what the fuck?
So who is this guy?
And then little by little, because I got I got myself back.
Yeah.
I got myself back. And I showed her and she was like, you got to do something with this. And I had a buddy, you know, I still remember, it was kind of like when the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, with all your friends, with all the people you know, you should make an album. And then my girl was like, dude, you should put out an album too. Because I would play her my mixtapes. And I was like, I don't think you know what you're asking from me.
Yeah.
And she said, do it. Boom, I started fucking investing in my tools. And once I was ready to, like, all right, let's do this, when I start hitting up the artists, I had all my beats down, I had my chops down, all my equipment was brand new, I had my setup. Nice. And I was like, all right, if I'm gonna do this, it's gonna be a studio project.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So who was, you mentioned, you know, you mentioned Sinful.
Yep.
But who else have you been working with on the album? Because the name of the album is actually going to be called The Outline.
The Outline. That's my third, fourth album. The first one that I started all this, created my buzz. That's built from scratch. Hex from CBS did the album cover.
But the Built from Scratch, wasn't that all like your mixtapes?
Hey, you remember?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember, dog. Come on, man. I don't forget shit.
That's dope. Well, Built from Scratch, yeah. It was a series of mixtapes that I turned into an album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then there's no more Built from Scratch anymore. It's done. It's retired. Now we're going to do the outline. And with the outline is going to come a series of mixtapes, the outline.
Nice.
So, Built from Scratch, man, I got Beyond. I got Mr. CR. I got Stro. I got Polka. I got Sinful. I got Tumex on there. Kazi Jones.
Nice.
All kinds of people, man. I did all the cuts. I got some break beats for the DJs. So you got, for the DJs, you get a scratch phrase at the beginning, 30 seconds a beat, another scratch phrase, 30 seconds, and then a scratch phrase. So this way you don't need to look at the clock. You don't need to look at your laptop. You know you got that beat.
Yeah.
And then if you want to DJ for MCs, you got the instrumentals, all 100%, you know, their break beats.
Nice.
And the cuts that DJs need for their tools, all in one. And
Nice.
if you need to step away, and if you're DJing at a gig, throw my album on there, hit the restroom, come back, boom. But the outline, man, that one is the one with names, dude.
Yeah.
I got Planet Asia, Killer
Nice.
Priest, Mon's Army. I got J-Ro, Gotta Reef. Mr. CR came back for another one.
Nice.
So did Stro. Then I got the Mexicans, bro. Not just Sinful. I got the Mexicans.
Nice.
Featuring Kiki Smooth. And let's see who else I got, man. Damn. The real question is, who don't I got?
Yeah.
It's got everybody, man.
That's what's
Everybody.
That's what's up. And then why'd you want to call it the outline?
Because it's kind of like, you know, like I mentioned before, I really love graffiti. And, you know, the outline, you know, you get your masterpiece, but you need to start off with your outline. And then it's kind of like, you know, not like a blueprint, but it's kind of like an outline. This is how you want to, if you're just starting, because, you know, even though I've been DJing my whole damn life, damn near 30 years. There, I said it. 30 years. That's how long I've been DJing.
I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to make a big thing out of it. I was going to just be chill about it, but damn.
No, but you know, it's kind of like a reference. It's like because going from a DJ, that's why I call myself HECTIK Production. I don't want to be known as a DJ. I wanted to be a more mature thing, step into the arena of being a producer. And with everybody out now, right, that's man, there's a lot of competition out there.
Yeah.
And you know, there's a lot of guys that have been doing it forever, and here I come. So it's kind of like an outline. If you're just starting and you don't know what to do, hey, you can look at what I did. That's the outline for you to follow right there.
Yeah. Nice. When you get into another track right here, I want you to introduce it. Don't Flex, featuring Paz. Talk about that.
Oh, man. So Paz 1, man, goddamn. I mean, the name alone, I mean, you don't have to say much. But just working. You know, I actually met him where we were doing the Husky Radio. We did a show when Fat Lip was there and stuff. And I just always admire his, like, business moves. And just, like, he's a real fucking true MC. And, you know, having the opportunity and the chance to work with him, man, just watching him work, dude, I mean, that's one guy, man. If you want to learn how to do something, you know, working with him, he really knows. He's really got his shit together. So we didn't put the thing out until everything was dope. He had a certain sound and just how we wanted it to be, you know, what you hear now, and getting the album cover and stuff like that, like. Working with him was fucking dope, man. So Pause 1, shout out.
Here it is right here. This is The Way Radio, broadcasting live from Northeast Los Angeles. HECTIK 1 in the motherfucking building. Don't Flex, featuring Pause 1. DiggingDelly.com.
Look, I give respect where respect's due, but don't flex on the net cause nobody checks you, cause you could get splattered on the person you're next to. This goes out to you. I give respect where respect's due, but don't flex on the net cause nobody checks you, cause you could get splattered on the person you're next to. Look how tough he types with his internet stripes. Afraid of real life, never been in no fights. Hiding behind women, gotta live on the net. Before you run and press charges, this isn't a threat. He's like a gangster from the hood that doesn't visit his set yet. Loves to bark, hard to find when it sparks. Woofing, leaving comments for beef to keep it cooking. Facebook and took it too far, look at him stress. Me mug the camera and flicks, we ain't impressed. The shit we ain't addressed, and it's anyone's guess. How'd you ever get a pass to go and throw up the West? Took this long to blow up your dress. I ain't mad about it. Hope you starve, why the fuck would I feel bad about it? Who got your back out here that isn't the cops? Fuck subliminal shots, don't let them overhype you. This ain't about you, but bitches just like you. I give respect where respect's due, but don't flex on the net cause nobody checks you. Cause you could get splattered on the person you're next to. This goes out to you. I give respect where respect's due, but don't flex on the net cause nobody checks you. Cause you could get splattered on the person you're next to. Look, I'm just trying to stay in the clouds, miles above. Fake handshakes, smiles and hugs, shit's childish. Ever since the trolling and snitching became stylish, stayed low profile, smile no pound. Refusing to show my teeth cause I filed them down for beef. Talk's cheap, I go for the throat. One bar's doper than what both of you wrote. I'm showing up, hoping for smoke. You check the room first, here to poke a hole in you clowns. Make balloons burst, whoever's holding you down. My platoon's worse, yours got badges and guns. Never lived the street life, imagining one between pages. Watch you turn to more of a bitch, seen stages. How many felonies? Basically none. All you do is bend your fingers in the shape of a gun. Commit murders on paper for fun. Fuck out of here.
This goes out to you. This goes out
Precious,
Hey,
the dopest,
hey.
the one and only. www.diggingday.com. This is the Way Radio broadcasting live. Hotbox Studios. DJ HECTIK in the building.
Hey.
You did cuts on that, I assume.
Yes, sir.
Nice,
yes, sir.
nice.
I like this song. It makes me think of some. Never mind.
Let me ask you this, brother. HECTIK. How did you get the name HECTIK? Why'd you give yourself that name?
You know what, man? It was on the day of a Unity. Unity was a club back in the day, and it was Redman and Method Man.
Yeah.
And also that day, it was the day of the Hollywood shootout. Remember when they?
Oh yeah.
And I'd never forget because I was ironing up my shirt, and they said they had closed the freeway. Something crazy happened, and I remember I was like, oh, okay. I had my back to the TV, and I turned around, and the first thing the lady said was, the freeway's closed. The 405 is hectic. And I was like, oh shit, what is, hey, that sounds fucking dope.
Yeah.
And I looked it up in the dictionary. I was like, that's it. It was 1995.
I remember that shit. Remember the cops were all unprepared for that shit.
Damn, dude, that was crazy.
Like, damn, they motherfucking dumb me and shit. Damn.
And I still went to the Unity and saw Redman and Method Man. That shit was dope.
Nice. For this album, the outline, man. I know you said it's going to be dropping sometime next year. You have a somewhat of an idea when?
Not yet. Because I want to put it all together. Like right now, I just barely finished recording all the songs.
Yeah.
And I have so many songs for this album. I might cut it in two.
Really? How many tracks do you have right now?
Oh man, I think I'm at like 13 or 14.
Really? Okay, damn, nice.
So I might cut it in half. There's gonna be a mixtape involved, and I'm actually gonna make cassettes. I talked to the guy today.
Nice.
And I was like, hey, do you make cassettes? He was like, yup. And I was like, oh, dude, okay, there it is right there. Because you know what? I was just thinking, man, like, what am I known for? Mixtapes, DJing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've been making, songs for a minute, and I've been shooting my own videos too.
Nice.
And I was like, hey, I gotta make a mixtape. And I was like, that's it, dude. The next thing I'm gonna do is a mixtape with the beats, beat juggles, the scratches, the whole nine. But the only difference is that it's gonna be with my music.
Nice. That's what's up.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Nice. I'm like tripping. I'm like, damn. That's it's a pretty. I mean, I don't think many cats have done that.
I think when I think of dope DJs like, Tony Touch,
yeah,
or Kid Capri, or those guys, or like Cuber and like those guys put out shit like that, and that's what I try to emulate, you know, like that real, you know, that hard to get shit, you know, like when I was a little boy and I would go to the hip hop shop, the shit they had there, and I was like, dude, I want to do this shit. So now I have a chance and an opportunity and a point in my life where I can do it, and you know, I share it with my family. Like my son is in like 9 of my videos. I have like 20 videos right now.
Nice.
And my girl's in them. I make it a family thing. And you know, I have all my friends. It's like a fucking dream come true. I'm living in a dream.
Nice. And then for the YouTube is Hectic One Productions.
Yes, sir. Hectic One Productions has all my videos. I got Quasar there. I got Mike Bless. Shit, man. Big Bo shot some of those videos. My homie Big Bo, he does a lot of videos from there. You'll see it. And I got so much content on it. I even got Decoy Munoz from Arizona.
Nice.
I got a video with him pop locking with one of my funk beats. Really fucking dope video.
Nice. What's your goal with Hectic One Productions? If you could say you're trying to accomplish something, what are you trying to definitely accomplish?
Well, you know, just to have my name, like, you know, when you think of hip hop, when you think of like that uncut, like that, you know, like in the footsteps of Wu-Tang, that kind of stuff. I want you to think of my name, you know, or if you're trying to get started in the game and don't know how to get started, you could hit me up too, because I believe in each one teach one. So if there's somebody who wants to get into this but doesn't know how, hit me up. I don't have any problem showing people the ropes, because when I was trying to do this and get into the producer game, everybody turned their back on me. Everybody closed their doors.
There's always that natural, what is it? It's that competition aspect of it, you know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be outshined, so what is it? One can be the teacher, but they never want the student to outshine the teacher. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know, maybe it's something like that. I could definitely agree, because, you know, being a producer, first I had to step into some really big shoes. There's a lot of dope producers out there that been doing longer than me. I'm brand new to it, but I kind of feel that I made my name just as popular as a rapper, and that's something producers don't do. And I kind of did it. I think I have the advantages because I'm a DJ, a turntablist. And, you know, like being a turntablist, I don't need an MC. I could do it myself. You know, just like the beat junkies. You know, when you see a dope DJ, that's a show in itself. But I believe in the 4 elements. So the way my personality is, you know, it just gravitated and it just felt right. But I made my name just as popular as a rapper does. You know, and in a very short amount of time. And that's a humbling experience, because you know, just the way the game can accept you, they can, you know, exclude you too. They're like, nah, man, fuck this guy. You know what I mean?
So what you're doing, where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
I want my own studio. Well, that's why I call myself Hectic Productions, because I want a studio. I want to be able to, because I shoot my own video and edit and stuff. I want to have my own shop, you know, my own production center. That's what my short-term goal is, because when I was going through that funk, I made myself short-term goals. So in 5 years, I want to have my own, you know, studio. Like this. This is really nice, dude.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Big ups to Hot Box Studios.
Oh man,
Giving us the home. Giving us the home.
This is what. See, like when you're talking, what's your inspiration? Things like this, bro. Like this is fucking dope. So a lot of props on that. You know.
Thank you.
So in the long term, I want to. Well, I want to have my own label. You know, A&R, producer, doing the video, do the whole shot, and put out artists. You know,
Let
like.
me ask you this: you think with the way the industry is going with music, you think a label is valuable?
Well, see, that's where I have to kind of like, you know, you always got to reinvent the wheel. You know, maybe just putting out artists, maybe not necessarily a label, but you know, and also helping people, because I'm already old, man. I'm more mature, and I can't be doing this forever. But find another one like me, but a younger one, and teach him the ropes and teach them hip hop, because if you don't teach hip hop's gonna die out. It's kind of like our duty, you know. It's like the generation giving to the next, So if I can find like someone who's into it like me, and just keep it going, man.
Word up, word up. And then for the album, you only have right now, I guess, videos out for the album, or?
Yeah, and I don't even know how that came about, but I got the videos coming out. It's because I want to put out a vinyl piece. That's because I gave you a little piece, little record. It's a little 45, and that's with Mike Bless on one side, and they got Mr. CR and Patrick Antonian, the Jason Voorhees song. Nice. But I want a real record, like a big,
Yeah, 12 inch, yeah.
But I got little merch for it. I haven't really, put it out yet, but I'm still kind of iffy on how I'm gonna do that. I want to do something fresh, but something different, So that's what's kind of holding me up.
Word up, word up. And then the outline coming soon.
It's gonna come soon, and you know what? Yeah, like you said, I got the videos first. I kind of spaced out, but I got the videos first. It's like fuck it. I wanted people to hear. I'm trying to develop a buzz,
Word up.
So the album is coming soon, and lately what I've been doing is just dropping it. No date, just coming out of left field, you know?
And then a lot of the tracks are available on all streaming platforms?
Yeah, built from scratch. I'm going to start leaking stuff. Lately I've been posting stuff behind the scenes that no one's heard, or, maybe hasn't got a lot of promotion. Because you know what? I don't even have a lot of promotion, but I'm starting, because I do everything by myself.
Yeah.
So I'm just get prepared for a whole flood of music coming out. Because I've been doing recording a lot of songs, shooting a lot of videos. Now I'm at the point where okay, what I'm gonna do is reinvent that buzz for myself and just start flooding music like crazy.
Yeah, nice. Well, shit, man, I want to wish you nothing but success.
Thank you, brother, and thanks for inviting me, man.
No doubt.
Yeah,
thank you for coming through, man. I've so far the songs you played. I love hearing the project and some of the videos that I've seen.
Thank
I'm
you.
digging it, homie. I'm digging it. It's good to see that you picked yourself up from a spot you said that you weren't happy with. So it's good to see you bounce back and being creative with your artwork, and especially being able to put your artwork out there for people to grasp and listen to and see. So I'm definitely proud. I'm definitely proud of you for doing that.
Thank you, man. Thank you. And it feels really good here. So maybe when I come back, maybe I'll do a mix.
Yeah. No doubt. Yeah, we'll definitely get that set up.
Dope.
Definitely get that set up. And then real quick, before we close out this interview, man, any shout outs, anything you want to say before we close out?
Yeah, you know what? I'm just really thankful you guys brought me out here. I want to give a special shout out to all the artists that I work with, man, because without them, I couldn't have done it. They gave me that shot. Man, Mr. CR, Stro, Sinful, Iron Man, Kiki Smooth, Big Bo, my girl Joe, my son Isaac. I know he's gonna be watching, so we got the Wu-Tang in common. He's in my Wu-Tang video.
Nice.
So and basically just to all the hip-hop heads out there, man, keeping it going, graffiti heads, all my poppers, b-boys, b-girls, and all the DJs, the turntablists, and all the graph heads, man.
Word up.
Hey, and if you're bombing, listen to my album, put me up, yo. Oh, and shout out to all my CBS homies, my UTI homies, WAI, RTN, all those homies.
Word up. Last track we're going to get into right here. WIN, we in now. Talk about this real quick. Introduce it for us.
Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, well, this is by the Mexicans. I feel really honored and privileged for them to get together on this song, because they haven't done a song together in a minute. And I pitched Sinful a really dope idea, and we went for it. The studio, it was recorded at Choco Beats. Nice. And oh man, the studio session was wild. We came up with the concept, and actually I did a song with Kiki Smooth, and we were talking, and he was like, fuck man, hey, because I was in the studio, Sinful called me, and I was like, where you at? I was like, oh, I'm here with Kiki. And he was like, fuck, hey, wouldn't it be dope if I got on the song with them? And I was like, you know what, I can't say yes, but let me ask. Yeah. And they said yeah. And I was like, okay. So we were in the studio, we're like, what are we gonna call it? And then we started blazing, and I was like, you know what, WIN, because we're winning.
Yeah.
And it was like, but let's abbreviate it. Okay, WIN. So I come up with my Tiger shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, we in now, because the artists like me, just kind of like, starting to get their foot in the industry, feet wet a little bit,
yeah.
toes, you know what I mean? to work with the Mexicans, bro, they just don't work with anybody.
Yeah, I feel
And really honored, because who doesn't love them? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And they gave me the shot, dude, and this is what we came up with, man.
Word up, word up. And then the outline coming soon. Make sure you guys stay on the be on the lookout for it. And then Instagram,
Hectic One Productions.
YouTube.
I got YouTube, Hectic One Productions, Hectic One. You'll find me. And
then for the streams, would that be Hectic One Productions or Hectic?
Hectic One. Everything is Hectic One Productions. It's really easy. You know, that's why I named it like that, so you could remember it. You know.
Word up. Well, shit, brother. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, brother.
It's good seeing you. Fucking active, still doing shit, brother.
Dope. Thank you. Likewise, man.
No doubt. Make sure you guys check out the album, the outline, dropping soon. You can already catch some of the videos online through YouTube at Hectic One Productions. Just make sure you guys look it up. Just look it up, Hectic One Productions. Support dope music, support dope artists. You already know what it is. This is The Way Radio, broadcasting live from Hot Box Studios, Northeast Los Angeles. This last track, The Mexicans, Kiki Smooth, produced by DJ Hectic.
The Mexicans, yeah.
We in now. We winning.
Jeez.
Right here, www.takeitdaddy.com. This is The Way Radio.
What time it is? Aquí con el pecador, Kiki Smooth, Alright man, Long Beach to Compton, baby, the Mexicans, Ricos Implacables.
I feel this melody giving me felony thoughts. It cannot be stopped like I possess all them infinity rocks. You know the vibe, it's like an energy shock. I'm taking shots while the enemy blocks. Plus they pretend to be not feeling no pain, killing it quick as the mind's militant. It's evident nobody wants to address the elephant. It's lyrically bending elements. These bar developments coming from where it's negative, transformed to medicine. Feel it in my adrenaline. Every day is a mission. We fight to stay awake like sleep's the competition. You don't get my definition, though I'm trying not to let them win. Holding down my ground, yeah, you fucking with a veteran. Murder was the case and I don't recall regretting it. The devil will come test you for the hell of it. Trying to get you stuck in situations to perish in. Life's a bitch that will never remain celibate, but you're not getting it.
He perdido, he ganado, las lecciones de las calles se ruedan como dados. He perdido, he ganado y el juego no ha cambiado, siempre con mis soldados. That's win, a W-I-N, what? A W-I-N, what? A W-I-N, realizing my worth now, it all makes sense.
El perico donde quieres verde, el que gana también así pierde. El lenguaje que hablas no se entiende. El maestro sigue bien consciente. En la esquina del bloque brilla una estrella, con planes de algún día dejar mi huella. La vida es bella, pero no de aquellas. Tenemos que vivir, luego morir por ella. Checa el vocabulario del gallo del barrio. Estallo como 5 de mayo, tumbando escenarios diario. Sangre, sudor y lágrimas de páginas. Sellos o águila, las máquinas son rápidas. La competencia es motivación. El talento es una bendición. Vamos a cambiar la ley. Deja que los perros ladren, el león sigue siendo el rey.
He perdido, he ganado, las lecciones de las calles se ruedan como dados. He perdido, he ganado y el juego no ha cambiado, siempre